Support for the Bittersweet Life comes from our listeners. And if you support the show over at patreon.com/the Bittersweet Life podcast, you'll not only keep this show that you love alive, you'll get bonus episodes every month. And often what happens on the bonus episodes is a delightful addition, difference from what you might hear on the main show. Now, if you listen to Monday's episode, you know that this week on the Patreon, we are following up with stories about Tiffany being a brat while traveling in Europe with her mother. You'll also hear more from my travel journals, which are often and delightfully ridiculous, including this story, which, looking back as an adult, really does feel different from how it felt as a kid. Enjoy this preview of what happens on Patreon. All right, here is part of my trip. Okay, so it says South Carolina. Here are some things we did. So this must have been like I'm writing after the fact of we were there. Number 1, we went to the pool a lot. Number 2, went to the ocean. Parentheses, Mom got stung by a jellyfish. Unparentheses, had fun.
Not Mom, though, but you did.
Poor Mom. 3, went to some stores. I should read that with an exclamation point at the end because it has it. Went to some stores. 4, made huge sandcastles. And 5, went to miniature golf. And at which point I peter off and a whole lot more. So that's where I'm just like, yeah, that's all I've got. So, end of this entry.
You're so lucky that you have that.
Yeah. Do you think I should read the whole thing for the rest of the afternoon? I'll take the rest of the workday off.
All
right.
Well, I hope that Aurelio will come across his little diary when he's an adult and think that it's awesome. I hope so. Yeah.
Story that I remember so vividly, but it's horrible in the writing. One thing more. When we were at the store, we saw a toad whose leg looked twisted. He could not jump, so we brought him home in a Coke cup. Me and my dad untwisted it and tried to fix it. That must have been fun for the poor toad. We found out that it was broken, and he could not get food. I put him under the porch where the bugs were. A little while later, I played with him, and I put him under the porch again. After watching some TV, I went outside again and went to get my toad. I lifted his leaf, and I saw the ants were eating him. I called my dad, and we put him in the bushes, and I knew he had died alone, and the ants had found him after he died. I knew he was not suffering. The end.
Aww. Now, would you have remembered that story?
I do remember that story. I remember it vividly, except I think of it now as like me torturing that poor frog to death, is how I think about it in my head as an adult, which is probably why I can still remember it so vividly.
But would you have remembered it if you hadn't been reminded by the journal?
Yeah, I would have. I think about that actually from time to time.
I find that I forget so many things, and then I'll read something and I'll be like, oh my gosh, I would have never remembered that happened. Like when I read an old diary or something, even if it's as an adult.
All right. Well, thank you so much for supporting the show. Let us know if you want to hear more of our travel journals as a part of this special bonus area. I can already see you being like, something else, okay? But we are always open to your ideas about what you want to hear about in this very special space. Thank you so much for being a supporter of this show and for keeping us going. And we will talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you to those of you who already support the show. And if you don't, please do join us. There are many levels that you can join at. Visit patreon.com/The Bittersweet Life Podcast. You will find a link in the show notes. You can also make a one-time donation through PayPal. You'll find links to donate at our website, thebittersweetlife.net. Talk to you soon. Bye.